To just kind of give you a little bit of a forecast for what you can expect for the second half of September. I'm not posting this until September 16th, so we're talking from now until the end of September, what kind of energies you can expect within your twin flame journey, and maybe when it comes to your twin as well. Let's find out what they have to say about it. It's the energies surrounding us right now are super intense. I feel like I say that all the time. Maybe it's just that I only come on here when they're super intense, and that's when I'm guided to post the videos, but somebody needed some sort of message within this trailer here, so I hope that it's able to give you some clarity on whatever this intense energy is that you're experiencing right now. So, what can these twins that have joined us over here expect for the second half of September? This is the Energy Oracle Cards deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. Some of you might need to know that. I don't usually say which cards I'm using, but someone is curious about it, so there's that for you. Ooh, hostilities. Alright, let's find out some more about that. It feels like within if your twin is involved in another relationship with a karmic or a soulmate, it feels like there are potentially some hostile energies coming from that way. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be in the 3D, but you will feel some energetic tension, let's just say, from someone in your twin's realm. It could be someone in their family. It definitely feels like someone is kind of blaming you for the decisions that your twin is making. Energetically, they're blaming you for that. They may be giving you this message now in order to kind of suit up and shield yourself from it. That way you don't feel the effects of it. They're entitled to that energy. They definitely don't know that that energy is being sent towards you and that you can feel that. They don't understand the power of the ability within you to feel those energies radiating off of someone so intertwined in a divine connection. They don't quite understand that. So I don't think that it's intentional coming from them, but they definitely are not your biggest fan. So they want me to hold this up for you too, just for you to get a good look at it. There's something about this guy's tattoo on his shoulder. It feels like that might resonate for someone here, that's some kind of validation that it's about them. This is the number 26 card. It breaks down to an 8, but what I got was the number 6 reminds me sometimes of something coming up from the past, a person coming up from the past. And the number 2 is, someone who is in connection. So I got from that it is someone in connection with someone from your past. We're talking about twins here, so that's... I don't know why they wanted me to kind of show my work in how I got to that, but it feels like some of you are... There's definitely someone here who's looking into oracle cards, someone who's looking into reading cards, and they kind of... not necessarily take notes, but it's interesting to them the way that other people interpret cards, and it's part of your learning experience, and it's part of helping you to develop this as a tool of communication for yourself and the divine. It's important to you, and it's important to Spirit that that gift be strengthened in you. I think that's why they're guiding me to kind of explain what deck I'm using and how I got to that point, and to really tap into your intuition, what it's showing you, what it's telling you, the feelings that you're getting from within, and sometimes it doesn't make sense outside of my mind how I get to what I get to, but that's kind of how they showed it to me. That's the art of intuitive reading. All right, let's see if there's there's anything else in here. So they're telling me for you to also call on the energy of Archangel Michael. It looks like this is kind of his stance there to help protect you and to cut any kind of cords or attachments. You have your shield up. Make sure that you are shielding and protecting yourself as an empath to not absorb negative energies that are coming your way. And also work directly with him to cut any kind of cords or attachments that this soulmate or karmic partner has to you within this lifetime and all the other lifetimes. It may help ease the flow of this negative energy that is being kind of thrown to you if they're not connected to you, if the cords are severed ahead of time. All right, what else can they expect for the last part of September? Thank you. So I feel like a lot of this really powerful energy, intense energy that I'm talking about is members of the collective stepping into their sacred energies, whether that is you stepping more into sacred feminine energy, balancing out, healing whatever distortion you have within your feminine energy, or on the masculine end, them stepping more into sacred masculine energy, healing whatever distortion they have on their end. It can be that you are removing your image of distorted divine masculine energy that you have up until this point put on your twin, taken that away from your twin and, healed that for yourself. Whatever kind of balancing act is going on right now in the collective, it is definitely, there is this strengthening, this building intensity for everyone to feel the effect of when each person steps into one more sacred masculine or feminine characteristic, when they heal whatever it is they're healing and they step one step closer into sacred energy. The ripple of that goes out to the entire collective of twin flame journeyers, light workers, everywhere on your path. Okay, everything happens for a reason, and they also wanted me to remind you about interference, that through leveling up, there are going to be energies that come in order to try to interfere with your progress. There are negative energies out there, but they also want you to be aware that these negative energies also carry a higher vibration. So they may come in and they feel intense and they feel like part of the process because they kind of vibrate at the same frequency that you are as you're leveling up. But just keep in mind that they can be negative forces, negative energies that are there to interfere with you really embodying the light and really stepping into your power. If you are making a whole lot of progress in your healing, if you can feel your gifts amplifying, you can feel the activations within your ascension journey, and then something kind of foreign comes up that is a little bit of darkness that you're feeling about something from your past or something that happens to you, in your day-to-day life that feels like, why is that so intensely aggressive coming at me? Why is this coworker all of a sudden attacking me out of nowhere? Like, did I manifest that? Or is that something that's coming up for healing? Recognizing that it's possible that could be outside of your energy. It could be an outside force that feels familiar. It kind of resonates in the same way in order to make it look like it's the signature of your light energy. It could be outside of you. what they're warning you about is not feeding that energy with fear, with panic, with doubt, and with kind of going back on your beliefs. If it makes you fear who you are, or if it makes you, if it's, let's say it's something connected with your twin, if you get some sort of negative feedback about something that's going on with your twin that had never come up before, it kind of came out of nowhere. It came from a person or from a place where you never would have expected to get information about them, and it's completely meant to, you know, dampen your spirits. It's something that shows you some sort of evidence in the 3D that confuse you about, you know, why you thought things felt so strong in the 5D, but then there's this blaring evidence of something in the 3D that's contradictory to that ascension, to that, you know, movement towards your karma, your counterpart. Sometimes that can be interference. And because you're so connected, because you have that golden thread that connects you to your twin, it's almost like masked. It's masked as something that is, you know, meant to make you want to give up. It's like, all right, well, whatever. You know, all of this change that I felt like was happening in the 5D, and I could feel myself getting closer. I could feel their energy coming in closer to me. And now all of a sudden, look at this. Now there's evidence in the 3D that I feel like I'm going crazy or something. Just forget it. That can be interference energy. And if you feed into it, if you feed into the fear of that, and it causes self-doubt, it causes self-worth issues, it causes you to doubt your journey up until this point, it causes you it shakes your faith almost, like the you know, your faith, your belief system. You feeding into that with all of that negative energy gives it power and manifests it into part of your reality, when really it was just put in your path in order to distract you. Pay attention for those things, because if you recognize them and you say, oh, I see what you did there. No, I'm just going to clear and I'm going to transmute this. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to make sure that I stay grounded, that I'm going to do some energy healing or do some sort of self-preservative, self-love practices, whether that's getting a massage or going for a swim or whatever it is that you do to ground yourself, bring yourself back to that 0 point, that light point, the balance between the dark and the light within you, so that you can recognize your own personal energy and the positive energy of your guides and light beings around you. You're really going to notice how quickly that stupid message just falls away, and signs and synchronicities and the flow state that you were in with the universe just before that are going to show up tenfold again, just to validate, yep, that was interference. Yes, you recognized it. Don't doubt your journey. Don't doubt what you know in your gut. And keep trucking forward. You cleared that one real quick. You just barreled through that. So make sure to pay attention for those things. That's part of this energy that could possibly be coming from someone in their family, someone that they're involved with. It doesn't have to be if they're not in another relationship. It could just be an energy that's around them that is trying to slow down their progression as well. Keep an eye out for that. Michael is definitely going to help you with that. The way that I got to that in the first place was this Goddess of the Moon, this number 7 card, the 52. It's about stepping into your power. It's about stepping into your sacred power. It's the rise of the divine feminine energy, the sacred feminine energy that is empowering the collective around us. There is just so much light, strength, power, universal forces. The moon itself, the full moon itself, is really helping to amplify and transmit all of this, this light energy coming from the feminines out into the collective, out into the world, everywhere, to empower us and the ascension of light workers and, anyone on the ascension path, even just the earth itself, to accelerate the ascension of that. It's sitting next to the hostilities. It's definitely, the hostilities are connected to wanting to, darken that light, because it's all leading to happy family, one big happy collective, this new earth, this beautiful, the rainbow has shown up again. The rainbow has shown up a couple of times today. It has to do with, honestly, Christ consciousness. This has to do with the spreading of Christ consciousness, the unity of the collective, of divine feminines and divine masculines, the coming together of light workers to spread the energy of Christ consciousness and ascension, even just consciousness across the planet. There has been a really big shift in that empowerment and the buildup of that. It's really gaining a lot of strength. So even just for the end, we're talking about the end of September here. This energy is just building and building, and it's going to continue to build. The power here in her hands is just going to continue to build and build and build. The more that we're aware of these energies coming in, trying to slow it down, the better protected we can be, the better shielded we can be from it. And when we meet energies like that, the key to this is not sending it tearing away at it with the sword and saying, fuck you, back off, I'm a child of the light. It's taking those energies, understanding their purpose, understanding the lesson that it has shown us, that peeling away and ending the templates of a earth system that's been in place for so long is not going to be easy. There are going to be people and energies that fight against it because the change is enormous. So we thank them for the lessons and the ability to recognize our own inner power by being challenged by things that feel outside of us, understanding what we resonate with in order to strengthen our own energetic fingerprint so that we can recognize it quicker, clear and transmute quicker, and build this new earth a lot faster. That is a lesson coming from these darker energies. It's the balance between the dark and the light. Without the dark, we wouldn't see the power of the light. There is a kind of a respect and it really is just a respect for what the dark contributes to the light, the lessons within the dark and what they contribute to the light, and how we achieve a balance by experiencing the things from darker energies. Having a healthy, that's what it is a healthy respect for that really helps to empower us even more. So we take those energies, we recognize them, we see them coming, we tell them politely, I see you there. I see what you did there. I thank you for the lesson. I thank you for the power within your lesson. I respect that you are powerful also. But now I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Personally, I take those energies and I burn them in the holy fire. They come out the other end, transmuted, cleared and transmuted as unconditional love. So those energies come in. They're darker, they teach us a lesson, we take and we transmute them, and they actually turn into something that empowers us and the collective even more than they did before that. So they're contributing to that as well. Embracing them in that way and not fearing them and feeding into them and empowering them with doubt, fear, worry, anxiety, abandoning ourselves, abandoning our beliefs. We take them in, we appreciate them, and we empower ourselves with overpowering them. It's all leading to this kind of unity for each of you within your twin relationships. I think that this is a very, very big, profound, powerful message that isn't just for the next 2 weeks in September, but it's something that they're really wanting you to recognize and work on and really try to perfect in these next couple of weeks, is feeling those energies coming in, feeling the darkness around you, realizing that it is something within you and also without you that you are able to clear and transmute. Nothing can overcome that light when you stand in the power of that and you stand with faith and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Everything is just as it should be right now in your life and tomorrow and the next day, and you're so supported and protected. There's a lot of power in that, and there's a lot of collective power in that. So I personally thank you for doing that kind of work and for really digging into your healing, taking in these lessons and these really hard, difficult parts of the journey, and facing them head on, for me, for you, for the collective, for everyone involved. So, all right, I hope this was helpful for you. If you guys have any questions, or if you want to book a private reading with me, you can either email me at hawkjourneys@gmail.com, or you can go to my website at hawkintuition.com. I look forward to talking to all of you guys, and I'm over here completely supporting and loving you guys and standing right alongside you. Talk to you soon.